transition, well, when we first found out about going to ISM, we were a bit, well, everybody had lots of questions, that's for sure, and some people didn't quite understand what it would mean for them. But after we kind of sat down and mulled it over, it was an opportunity. It was a very interesting situation because we never really worked in an organization that really understood what IT was. We were always kind of like the go-to guys and fix it, make it happen, make it go away, that kind of stuff. Going back, were there any regrets? Absolutely not. I made the right decision. I'm really happy I made this decision. I'm in a great company. Everybody here is IT minded. There's opportunities all over the place here. If you really like to see things happening and on the cutting edge, this is it. We're really out there. You can go down and talk to the TES guys. They help out quite a bit, and you get lots of interesting people to work with. And we're always pulling together for the same cause. And that's one thing that you don't really get in a lot of companies. And we're very, very dynamic. So, did I make the right decision? Absolutely.
When I heard about the transition, I was excited for the opportunity. I knew IBM had a lot of great resources and knowledge there and training opportunities. The transition, HR-wise, was really seamless. Technical-wise, there was a lot of headaches and hurdles we had to overcome for the first 2 years of transition. There was a lot of times not meeting service levels with the province. Once our processes were solid, then we found we were meeting SLAs on a monthly basis, if not exceeding. Before the transition, we had a very mixed environment, operating systems, hardware. One of the biggest headaches was transitioning our clients under one model. No area community service level if our life depended on it for a long time. And then all of a sudden, we just never missed anything.
Yeah. It was nerve-wracking because you don't know what's ahead, and I found that the managers they acknowledged us as individuals and welcomed us to the big team, ISM. And well, when we moved over, bringing the same position over from provincial government to more of a privatized kind of unionized IT company, there wasn't a lot of differences. There was still training available, and we did lots of in-house cross-training and lots of in-house training from outside partners and stuff. But knowing that you're continuing on with a union position is always comfortable, and so you have the seniority and backing of that.
In some sense, it was a relief, which sounds counterintuitive, but it was, because we finally knew where we were going and where things were going to happen. Right out of the gate, it was just a different paycheck, and we actually got some new equipment and new badges and stuff. It was just rather exciting, but right out of the gate, it was the same work has to be done. We're still doing the same work today. We're just doing it with different processes. The differences today from when we came across, having one standardized process really makes life a lot easier for both us and the clients. Our speed to delivery today is so much faster than it was when we came across. Overall, I would say that the entire experience has worked out really well for me personally.
Initially, when I came over, I was petrified. When I heard about the outsourcing, it wasn't a good feeling for me. But I had some coworkers who were just fantastic. And, they said, give it a try. And for the first little while, it's really nerve-wracking. But over time, I got to like it, settle myself in, and grow with the company.
Roughly 6 years ago, we were told that we were going to be outsourced. For the most part, when we and myself found this out, it was pretty stressful because we didn't know what we were going to be doing, whether there was going to be layoffs, or, what was it like to work in the private sector, because a lot of us have never worked or very little experience working in the private sector. So there was a lot of unknowns, a lot of questions that didn't seem to get answered quickly enough. You're always waiting for answers, or so those sort of things were making the whole thing sort of pretty stressful. The ISM layer, which was all new to us, I think they were going through the same thing, trying to figure out how to deal with this contract and the people that they had, and so I think they went out of their way to try and make us feel welcomed and show that ISM was a good environment to work for. It took a while for us to catch on that it was going to be a good thing from that aspect, but they definitely, over the roughly 6 years, I've been impressed mainly by that part, that they show that they care.
I transferred over after everyone else did because I was off on leave. So I think maybe it was a little bit easier than it was for other people. I actually didn't find any issues at all. The usual not being used to the environment and new people and getting used to all that sort of thing, a different way of doing things. And we went through a few different supervisors and whatnot, but all of them are really great. There's a lot of teamwork I find within ISM, which is wonderful. I get to work from home. As you can see, I have a hobby farm, so it's working absolutely awesome for me. If it wasn't for working from home, I'd be up at some awful hour every morning trying to do chores before I headed off to a 50-minute commute to get to work. So anyone wishing to join ISM, the career opportunities are great. Flexibility is wonderful. Great people to work with, and a really great teamwork environment to be in.
I think it'd be great to have everybody from the health services come on over.